Hello, all my high school ministry people. How you guys doing? You can't answer me because this is a video, but that's okay. So I'm gonna start off with really one announcement. We have dodgeball coming up. And so if you guys do not know your teams yet, make sure you ask your small group leader. They should know what your team is. Just a little shout out to the junior boys. Your team is not an American team. You're not dressing up in red, white, and blue. You're dressing up as Braveheart. So watch the movie Braveheart for inspiration. I think we've decided that there might be some kilts involved. And you guys need to not come in your American gear in that moment. Come Scottish. So that's pretty much the only announcement. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have prizes for the best dressed. We're going to have prizes for, obviously, the winner. We're going to have prizes for most spirited. So maybe make up some cheers, do all that kind of stuff. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So please come out to that event. It's $5. It's on October 21st. So do not miss out on this event. It is seriously gonna be crazy, fun, awesome stuff. So this weekend we got to travel through a story I preached this weekend on John 6, where it talks about Jesus being the bread of life. And so I kind of wanted to cover another point, kind of add in another point here, but also recap a little bit. So we talked about Jesus being the bread of life. I kind of used analogies of me being on an airplane, really hungry and all that kind of stuff. And the moment I got to eat after I got off that airplane was like so satisfying. And I kind of said in the same way, like we are spiritually hungry, if whether we know it or not. We keep asking like, why are we here? Why are really humans, why do we exist on this earth? And so answering those questions, and what's really cool is the book of John kind of starts off saying the answer to your question has arrived. Jesus is the answer to your question. And so we traveled through the idea of him being our life source. Just like food is our life source, Jesus is our life source. And so that's a really powerful thing. And I really kind of wanted you guys to understand this, not just the newer people understanding, oh, okay, yes, I get, like, Jesus saved me, but the people who you've been here a while. You've heard the Bible stories, you've heard the different things, but please don't overlook this idea of Jesus being your sole life source. If everything else in your life left, all you would need was Jesus. And so we come to another point here. Early on in the story, there are some guys who follow Jesus after he's done a miracle of feeding 5,000 people from like a couple loaves of bread and a couple fishes. And so he feeds 5,000 people. That's like a big deal, right? And so these people start following him. But he kind of calls them out, and I'll read the passage here to you. It's in John 6, verse 26. It says, Jesus replied to them, I tell you the truth, you want to be with me only because I fed you, not because you understood the miraculous signs. And so I want to kind of bring up this point of how many times do we do this, right? We see all the things of Jesus. We are so stoked on the things that Jesus does or the cool things that he can do, but we don't really know Jesus. And so if you've been around for a while, if you've been going to church for a while, a lot of times we see the opportunities to serve. We see the different things, like the different miracles Jesus does, or even just if we just look at the church for face value, we see like the worship music, we see like lights, we see like whatever it is, but we miss the point of Jesus. And so don't be caught up looking at the face value things and then missing what's behind the scenes. And so if you've been here a while, even if you're new here, don't be that person. So search for what is the real meaning of why we're doing all this. Why we, on TNLs, we do the crazy lights and have a lot of fun and do all the games and leader challenges and all that stuff. Really look into why we do those things. And I'll tell you why we do those things. Here's the answer. Jesus is the answer for all those things. Now, that sounds like the cheesy way to say it, but the reality of Jesus living the perfect life, dying the death that we deserved, and then raising 3 days later from the grave is the reason why we do these things, because that has radically changed our lives to the point where we want everybody to hear about that. That Jesus is our main life source. He's our main, he's the main thing in life. So there's kind of a saying that I used to say, or like a lot of my friends used to say in college about Jesus is keep the main thing the main thing. And so we don't want to stray away from what Jesus is in our lives and just get focused on all the programs of youth or all the crazy events and all that stuff. We want to keep the main thing the main thing. So as you go out in your lives, as you're about to go through small group, begin to think about that idea. Keep the main thing the main thing. And what the main thing is keep Jesus at the center of your life. So, wrapping up there, we hope that you guys have a great small group. You guys are going to talk about some different ideas tonight. You're going to talk about God's grace, that should be enough for you. So really dive into these ideas. You're going to read a little bit of the Bible, and we hope that you guys are able to open up in these groups, really use these up as an opportunity to share your stuff. Do not miss this opportunity tonight. All right, guys, thank you so much. Talk to you later. Bye.